Good afternoon, parents and teachers. For those of you that don't know, my name is Thomas Graham and I work here at the Parajat Academy, a non-profit Foundation to Year 10 school in Guwahati, India. I have just been appointed the Health and Wellbeing Coordinator after volunteering for 2 months at this school, and am now looking out for the children within these school walls. With what I teach, I hope to educate and help the teachers, students, their friends and families. Seeing as this educational facility is a non-profit charity school, head lice protocols have not been implemented or designed, so this health plan is taking first action and will come in 2 phases. We will go into depth discussing the topic of head lice and how we are going to manage the spread of them, before discussing the whole school approach we will take. I will first discuss why it is such an issue in this part of the world and why we need to fix the health concern. I will also give you some basic facts about head lice, including some misconceptions and myths that have arisen over time. After discussing these facts, I will show you how this health concern is relevant to our school. We will discuss the plan and its 2 phases, then followed by justifying how it will be effective. To understand clearly why we are taking action within this school, we need to understand what the World Health Organization has done to define what health promotion is. They created a document called the Ottawa Charter. Since 1986, when the World Health Organization, or WHO, first clearly defined health promotion, it has become widely accepted and understood. The Ottawa Charter states health promotion is the process of enabling people to increase control over and to improve their health. To reach a state of complete physical, mental and social well-being, an individual or group must be able to identify and realize aspirations, to satisfy needs, and to change or cope with the environment. Health promotion is not just the responsibility of the health sector, but goes beyond healthy lifestyles to well-being. So you might be asking yourself, why is it an issue here? Well, the density of population in Guwahati, India, is 579 persons per square kilometre. This is almost twice the state of Assam's average, which is 340 persons per square kilometre. Within this city of India, the population is very dense, with crowds being very common and contact avoidance an almost impossibility. The issue with crowded cities is that head lice, the focus health issue for this presentation, need close contact to spread. This paired with low socio-economic community, poor healthcare and members of the community being uneducated in parasitic control causes a situation that need help from someone like myself with the help of the charitable businesses and organisations. In my short time here, I have noticed one of the most relevant health concerns within this school is the head lice infestation. It has become a severe problem, affecting not only students at our school, but also their families and friends. Mr. Turon, the school founder and principal, has asked me to address the topic of head lice and to use the Health Promoting Schools framework to create a health and wellbeing action plan. Head lice infestation can range from mild to severe, as seen in these pictures. As you can see, head lice can be a various amount of shapes, colours and sizes. The biggest health concern with head lice is the possibility of allergic reactions caused by the saliva. As you can see in this image, this young Indian girl has been affected so badly her entire scalp has scabbed up. This is a more severe case that had been left for a long time, not helped by the constant scratching, but it shows what can happen if they become untreated. To successfully identify head lice, or Pediculus humanus capitis, we need to know a few facts about the life cycle, how they live, and what they look like. Head lice are a small wingless parasite that lives on a host's scalp. While on the scalp, they drink the blood, living off the host, similar to a flea. They grow to about 3.5 millimeters, the size of a sesame seed, but can range from 3 to 11 millimeters in length. They can range from grey, brown, black and red, depending on their age and how much blood they have consumed. The females glue their eggs, which are also called nits, 1.4 centimeters from the base of the hair shaft. The lice nymphs hatch approximately 7 to 10 days later. Head lice take 10 days to mature into adults. As the female lice mature, they lay around 8 eggs per day and can lay up to 150 eggs in their lifetime. Head lice have a lot of myths and misconceptions to go along with their stigma too. By eliminating some of these, I hope to prevent the chance of bullying between students and try to minimise this stigma that goes along with the parasite. Corrections to some of these myths are: head lice do not prefer dirty hair, they actually prefer clean hair. Head lice do not jump or fly, they can only be transferred to someone else through close contact. Head lice being transferred through the means of a brush, clothing or bedding is rare, but can still occur as louse only survive for 24 hours off their host. They do not live in any of these articles, but sometimes fall off and find their way to another host. Anyone can get head lice. They have no preference for religion, race, hair colour, age or gender. They also have no preference for hair type, but can sometimes be harder to find in thick, curly hair. Against popular belief, they are not spread from animals and only come from other infested humans. They are not a sign of poor hygiene. So you might be thinking, how is this health concern relevant? Well, head lice contamination is one of the most common parasitic contaminations in the world. It can cause serious health problems, including, but not limited to, infections, the spread of vagabond disease and trench fever, even though those two are a little bit more rare. Infestations can also lead to psychological and social issues, causing social outcasting and ongoing mental disorders. With all of these aspects possibly affecting the student's life, along with the constant irritation causing a lack of concentration, this can all lead to educational failure. Head lice contamination is a common worldwide problem and has been proposed as a major health problem, not only in poor countries, but also in developed and industrial countries. In India, the rate of contamination has been estimated to be 16.59%, one of the highest in the world. This is due to high levels of homelessness, low hygiene, and low socio-economic households. In studies, Professor Stephen Baker found families spending $100 to $200 before finding a solution that killed the parasite. Given this school's location and student population, this is not an option. Given these facts, we can see that not only will head lice affect the students, but their families and the rest of the school. Being a charity and donation-based school, we already have a very good rapport with local businesses, organisations and government officials. Recently, I've been in talks with these businesses and organisations, putting forward my plan to control and overcome this problem. They have agreed it is a problem, and second the notion that educating the students will have a flow-on effect to the public, allowing the population to control the issue outside of the school's assistance. One Step NIDA, an Indian head lice company, is taking to help our health plan is to donate their hair care head lice treatment. The initial donation will be enough to treat our 200 students, with secondary donations to provide treatments to students who might become reinfested. We also have confirmed an Amazon.in business called Knit Free will donate 100 Knit Free Terminator head lice combs to the school. These very generous donations will be the main basis on our health action plan in the Parajat Academy. The Parajat Academy Head Lice Plan, initial phase. To begin with, we will train the teachers and the staff in the correct identification of head lice and the procedure to take when they are located. Medical practitioners have agreed to come into the school and help train the staff. Misdiagnosis of head lice infestation is common. Dandruff and sclerosis are commonly confused with nits, the lice eggs. The diagnosis of head lice infestation is best made by finding a live nymph or adult louse on the scalp or hair of a person. To start this health plan effectively, not only will we need to educate everyone in the field of head lice, but we'll need to locate which school students need the treatments which have been donated. The school will have a small health check by the doctors, who have volunteered their time. This will involve a basic blood pressure, heart rate, lung, eye, and scalp inspection. This will allow us to see the general health of our students, but also locate the head lice. This is an extreme measure, but will effectively allow us to distribute the treatments and combs. Students who are found to have head lice will be given a treatment pack containing head lice treatment, a head lice comb, which will be returned when the treatment is complete, and an information sheet for the family. This sheet will explain how to treat themselves without the use of lotions. This will prevent the reinfestation of the children. The secondary phase. Following the initial phase of this health action plan, we will begin the secondary phase. We will maintain the health of our students by doing the following. We're going to focus primarily on foundation to year 4, teaching them how to maintain their hair health. These students are more at risk as they wrestle and play closely with each other. We're also going to educate parents and guardians to be vigilant in keeping their homes head lice free, reporting if their child is infested. After finding head lice, students will need to remain home for 1 day after treatment begins, as head lice treatments take 24 hours to begin to take place. On our office announcement board, we will write how many cases there are at the school in the current time, allowing parents to be more vigilant when inspecting for lice. We are also going to attempt fundraising to buy things such as hair ties for girls. Keeping hair tied up and out of the way will minimise their hair-to-hair contact they may encounter throughout the day. We're also going to locate volunteers to cut hair. This will give the students an option for a free haircut if they desire. Shorter hair makes head lice much more manageable. They prefer longer hair, as there is more of a habitat for them to thrive in. Positive posters and other resources, such as these, are a good way to help eliminate the stigma children may have about lice infestation. It will also encourage them to report a case if they know of one, without trying to hide it. Justification of the health plan. Using a two-phased approach, we are able to minimise how prevalent the infestations are initially, but also minimise the amount of incidences afterwards. Education is the main approach taken in this health plan. Parents and students understanding that head lice can affect student learning can encourage their action in ridding themselves of this parasite. It will also make them aware of the first signs of an infestation, not allowing it to become a severe case, such as what we saw earlier in an earlier slide. Not only will this plan positively affect the school and anyone within it, it will affect all families related to the students and the community. The flow-on effect can be great. Concluding my proposal. Head lice is taken very seriously in Western civilization, but not so seriously in Guwahati, India. We understand it affects student performance and results, so let's make a difference. By using the generosity of businesses' donations, we will be able to treat a school, but through word of mouth, educate a whole community. By integrating an action plan similar to the one suggested, you will see not only the health and well-being of your students positively increase, but you will see more smiles and better student engagement throughout the lessons. Word of mouth can be a beautiful and effective thing. Thank you for your time and listening to my presentation. I look forward to putting my plan into action, along with the principal, Mr. Turon, the teachers at this school, the students and their families and friends. Here are the references to the statistics, studies, and facts that I used to support my plan.